Welcome to our YouTube channel A to Z Summary. Here is a detailed analysis and summary of the novel Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Before proceeding further, I request you to please subscribe our channel and like the video. Also comment your favorite books and novel so that I can provide summary for it. Now let's start with the summary. The themes of the novel are: the characters of the novel are: Robinson Crusoe is a classic novel written by Daniel Defoe. The story is about a man named Robinson Crusoe who gets shipwrecked on a deserted island. He's the only survivor and has to learn how to survive on his own. The novel is known for its realistic detail and the way it explores themes of survival, isolation, and self-reliance. Crusoe learns to make tools, find food, and build shelter. He also befriends a native man he names Friday. The novel is often considered one of the first adventure novels and is a tale of human resilience. It reflects the spirit of exploration and colonization of the time it was written, early 18th century, and has been influential in literature for its portrayal of an individual's ability to overcome challenges in the face of adversity. The novel begins with a young and adventurous man named Robinson Crusoe, born in the city of York, England. From a young age, Robinson harbors a strong desire for a life of adventure and exploration. Against the wishes of his parents, who envision a more stable future for him, Robinson sets his sights on the sea. In Part 1, we witness Robinson's decision to embark on a seafaring journey, despite his family's concerns. He joins an expedition, and the ship sets sail. The excitement and anticipation in Robinson's heart are palpable as he envisions a life filled with exotic lands and thrilling escapades. However, fate takes an unexpected turn when their ship encounters a violent storm. The vessel is tossed mercilessly by the raging sea, and Robinson, along with the crew, battles the elements in a desperate struggle for survival. The storm proves to be a formidable adversary, testing the limits of the sailor's endurance. As the storm reaches its peak, disaster strikes. The ship is wrecked, torn apart by the relentless waves. In the chaos, Robinson finds himself cast ashore on a deserted island. Part 2 unfolds with Robinson grappling with the harsh reality of his situation alone on an uninhabited island with no immediate hope of rescue. The author skillfully portrays the emotional turmoil Robinson faces as he surveys the wreckage of the ship, the remnants of his dreams scattered across the shore. The isolation is palpable, and the reader is drawn into Robinson's psyche as he comes to terms with his solitude. Driven by a survival instinct, Robinson begins to assess the resources available on the island. Part 2 becomes a journey of adaptation, as Robinson learns to fend for himself. He discovers how to procure food, build shelter, and create tools from the island's natural resources. The narrative reflects the human spirit's resilience, highlighting Robinson's determination to overcome the challenges posed by his newfound circumstances. As time passes, Part 3 unfolds with Robinson settling into a routine of solitary existence. The island becomes both his prison and his refuge. The author skillfully navigates Robinson's emotional highs and lows as he grapples with loneliness and the absence of human companionship. Robinson's ingenuity and resourcefulness shine through as he builds a life for himself on the island. He tames wild animals, cultivates crops, and even discovers a cave that he transforms into a makeshift home. The narrative delves into the psychological toll of isolation, portraying Robinson's evolving relationship with nature and his own inner demons. Despite the challenges, Robinson's determination to survive and make the most of his circumstances remains a driving force. Part 3 serves as a poignant exploration of the human capacity for resilience and adaptation in the face of adversity. Just when Robinson has resigned himself to a life of solitude, Part 4 introduces an unexpected twist. Robinson discovers a footprint on the beach, sparking a mix of excitement and fear. The possibility of another human presence on the island both intrigues and terrifies him. As the story unfolds, Robinson's encounters with Friday, a native he names after the day of the week they meet, become a central focus. Part 4 explores themes of communication, cultural differences, and the complex dynamics of human interaction. The relationship between Robinson and Friday becomes a symbol of hope, companionship, and the potential for redemption. Robinson assumes the role of a mentor, teaching Friday English and European customs while learning from the native's wisdom and survival skills. The author weaves a tale of mutual dependence and friendship, offering a nuanced exploration of the human need for connection. In Part 5, Robinson reflects on his experiences and the profound transformation he undergoes during his years on the island. The solitude that initially seemed insurmountable has become a crucible for self-discovery and growth. The narrative explores Robinson's evolving spirituality and his grappling with the concept of divine providence. The arrival of a group of European sailors on the island serves as a turning point. Robinson, now a seasoned survivor, navigates the complexities of reintegrating into society. Part 5 becomes a meditation on redemption, forgiveness, and the inexorable passage of time. The novel concludes with Robinson Crusoe returning to England, forever changed by his experiences. The island, once a desolate prison, now lives on in his memory as a crucible of resilience and self-discovery. The reader is left with a profound exploration of the human spirit's capacity for survival, adaptation, and redemption in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Who is Robinson Crusoe? Robinson Crusoe is the protagonist of the novel, a young man who is shipwrecked on a deserted island for 28 years. How does Crusoe end up on the deserted island? Crusoe is shipwrecked after a violent storm and finds himself stranded on a remote island in the Caribbean. What are some of the challenges Crusoe faces on the island? Crusoe faces challenges such as securing food and shelter, overcoming loneliness, and defending himself against potential threats. Does Crusoe encounter other people on the island? Yes, Crusoe eventually encounters indigenous people and other Europeans during his time on the island. Who is Friday, and how does he become a significant character in the story? Friday is a native man whom Crusoe rescues from cannibals. He becomes Crusoe's loyal companion and helps him in various tasks. How does Crusoe spend his time on the island? Crusoe spends his time building shelter, hunting, farming, and reflecting on his life. He also reads the Bible and attempts to maintain a sense of civilization. What is the significance of Crusoe's relationship with God in the novel? Crusoe often reflects on his relationship with God, attributing his survival to divine providence. This theme reflects the religious beliefs of the time. How does Robinson Crusoe reflect the colonial mindset of the 18th century? The novel reflects the colonial attitude towards non-European cultures, portraying Crusoe as a European superior to the native people he encounters. How does Crusoe change over the course of the novel? Crusoe undergoes a transformation from a reckless and disobedient young man to a more responsible and spiritually aware individual. What is the significance of the footprint Crusoe discovers on the island? The footprint signals the presence of other human beings on the island, leading to Crusoe's realization that he is not alone. Does Crusoe ever return to England? Yes, Crusoe eventually escapes the island and returns to England after spending 28 years there. Is Robinson Crusoe based on a true story? No, Robinson Crusoe is a work of fiction, but it was inspired by the real-life experiences of Alexander Selkirk, a Scottish sailor who was stranded on an uninhabited island. What is the role of nature in Robinson Crusoe? Nature serves as both an adversary and a provider in the novel. Crusoe battles the elements but also learns to harness nature for his survival. What role does the Bible play in Crusoe's life on the island? The Bible serves as a source of comfort and guidance for Crusoe. He reads it regularly and attributes his survival to God's providence. Does Crusoe face any moral dilemmas during his time on the island? Yes, Crusoe faces moral dilemmas, such as his relationship with Friday and his actions towards the indigenous people, prompting reflection on colonial ethics. How did Robinson Crusoe impact literature and popular culture? Robinson Crusoe is considered one of the first novels in English literature and has had a profound influence on adventure literature and the theme of survival. It has inspired numerous adaptations and cultural references. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content.